everyone, it's me, Sandy. I'm back for good. I haven't filmed in over a year and a half, and now I'm a full-time makeup artist and I am able to put in the time to do my videoing, my lives, and all that jazz. So yeah, I'm back today. I'm going to be reviewing this lovely palette here. So this is the Wonderland palette. This palette I've had for a while, a couple of months, and I use it quite a lot. So it's not in the best condition anymore. I haven't got my nails on, by the way, because my nail tech has COVID, so I had to rebook my appointment. So unfortunately my nails are a bit gross at the minute. So this is what it's like inside. It actually comes with this really cute double-ended eye pencil right here. As you can see, it's got some mattes, some shimmers, some pressed glitters, a very dirty mirror because I've been using it so much. My favourite in this whole palette is this pressed glitter right here. It's absolutely amazing. Like, it's got so many different tones in it. It's so beautiful. So I was actually gifted this by my nan from QVC. She bought this. It's one of them brands that's sort of more, I want to say, like posh. Like, you don't see it in stores. At least I don't think I've ever seen it in any stores. I think that you can only get it online, but I could be wrong. So yeah, I really love this packaging. It's so cute. To me, this packaging, like, I don't know if it's the fact that it's got all like metallic on it and it's gold and blue. To me, it's quite like, it looks quite expensive. Like, it's really well done, I think. It's a really beautiful palette. I absolutely love it. So I can't wait to show you guys all these pigments. It actually comes with this primer as well. It was white, not anymore. I prefer to use a tinted one, so I use my P. Louise base just because it's my favourite and I won't use anything else. So I did try this, but for me, it's just not for me, you know. So I'm only going to show you guys the eye makeup. The rest I'm going to do off camera just because obviously you don't need to see that. I will soon be doing tutorials and other looks, so I'll be doing full face makeup very soon. But because this is a review on this palette, I just want to focus it on the palette. So what I've just done is I've used my P. Louise base in 0.5. Then I set it with this Revolution baking powder in the shade Lace. I really like this. I used to use the RCMA setting powder, but I just feel like this one, because it's got a little bit of colour in it, it just, for me, I prefer it a little bit. So I'm going to take this fluffy eyeshadow brush. This is the P. Louise brush, and it is the 121. Okay, so I'm going to take this shade here. This is a really beautiful colour. I'm just going to put this above my crease. Doing it just above is creating the illusion of a higher crease, so therefore a bigger eyelid space. This shade, you can really build it up as well. Like, you can just put a very small amount on and it will just be a nice shimmery pink, whereas I'm putting a bit more on. I'm going to be blending it anyway, but it does just create the colour that I want. You can see that's quite like a really nice pink. I don't know if the camera's going to pick up the shimmer, but it's really shimmery as well. So I'm just blending that out. I'm not going up to the brow bone. I'm literally just going to leave a little bit of space, if you can see that. But I'm wanting this to be really nice and blended. I like to take the time to really blend this shade out because I want it to be really nice and soft. I don't want it to at all be harsh. I just want to be sweeping that out a little bit to to the side. Just on the outer corner I want it to be a little bit. Just smoke it out. So I'm now going to be taking this brush here. This is actually a cheap brush called Best Ope. I got it from Amazon. It's nice, it's fluffy, it's a good shape. And I'm going to be taking this shade here underneath that I just used. So I'm going to be putting that above my crease where we started with that first pink shade. And I'm just going over that. I'm not taking it up as far as we went with the pink shade. I'm just going in that crease. Just creating that high crease like that. And see, that's added so much depth already. I want to be blending that out nicely still, but not as much as the other one. These pigments are really nice as well because you can build them up. They're very blendable, but they're very buildable. You can really use them. You can put a little bit on and it looks beautiful. You can build it up and it looks fabulous. Literally, you can just build it up as much as you want. I think my favourite thing about this palette is probably that it's got a bit of everything. It's got the matte shades, it's got the shimmer shades, and it's got the pressed glitters. Now some pressed glitters in palettes I find are very cheap and not very nice, but these ones are really nice. They're very like creamy. I don't know how to explain it, they're just really nice. They're really, really good. So I'm now going to cut my crease with the P. Louise base and this P. Louise, I'm obsessed with P. Louise brush, which is in 125. It's like an angled sort of flat brush. It's probably meant to be an eyebrow brush, but I like to use it as a cut crease brush. For those of you who struggle with cut crease, I will be doing soon a cut crease tutorial with a couple of different ways to cut the crease, just because some people find it easier some ways and some different ways, so I think it's nice to have a few different techniques under your belt. So I go a little bit over my actual crease, you know, where I did the high crease colour. I'm just cutting it a little bit, just a little bit over my actual crease. Now I'm not gonna set that with anything. Sometimes I set it with foundation, but I'm actually not gonna do that because I want this shimmer to stick really well. So I'm just gonna take this shade here, which is similar to the first shade that I used, but it's slightly more purpley. These shimmers are absolutely beautiful. Like, the texture just really, it helps it really stick, and it goes on so nicely. It really goes on well. Now I'm going to take this shade here, which is a pearly shimmery white, but it has like pink undertones. Now I'm going to put this in the inner corner of my eye and just take it probably about halfway across. And then I'm just going to reapply that purpley shade towards the outer part. Now I am just gonna take another flat-ish brush. This is an angled brush, and I'm gonna take this shade again here, and I'm just gonna put that on the outer corner, and it'll look quite harsh for now, but we'll be blending that out next. I'm now going to take this fluffy brush again that we used earlier, which is the 121 from P. Louise, and I'm going to take a very small amount of that colour again and just fluff it out, only a small amount. I'm not even touching the skin that much at all. Literally just tickling the skin. And I'm gonna go over that crease again with that colour. Very, 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 very soft strokes. Just reinforcing that colour just a little bit. Okay, like that. Just building that up a little bit. You can build it up as much as you want, really. Like, it's not, there's no wrong or right answer. So you can see there that I've just reinforced that colour. I'm just bringing that out a little bit, not much at all. I just want to bring it out a tiny bit. I'm going to take this shade here. I actually really like using this as a highlighter, so I'm just going to highlight my brow bone with it. I really love this colour. It's really beautiful. It's so pearly and shimmery, but it's got these beautiful undertones. It's very white, but it has got these beautiful pink undertones. And then I'm just taking a cotton pad and some micellar water, and I'm gonna take off everything that's fallen down. So I'm just gonna do the rest of my face, apart from the lower lash line eyeshadow, the lower eyeshadow, and then I'll be back with you. So I've just done the rest of my face, apart from the lips, lashes, and the rest of the eye makeup. So I'm just actually going to quickly use this as a highlighter. This one here. I do sometimes do that, and I just want to use this palette to the best of its ability. You don't want too much because it is quite stroby, like once it's on. Like, it's quite white. So you do want to use a small amount and really blend that out. Now I'm just going to take that same shade, and I'm going to put it just in the inner corners of my eyes. So now I'm going to do the bottom eyeshadow. I'm actually going to do the same colours just to match the top eyeshadow. So I'm just going to take this P. Louise brush, which is the 122. I'm going to take first this shade here. I'm going to put that along my lash line, and I'm going to, the lower lash line, sorry, and I'm going to smudge that out. Now this is a really beautiful shade because obviously you've got the shimmers in it, so it just adds a little bit of shimmer underneath as well. Really taking the time to smoke that out, and also blend it into the top eyeshadow. So I'm now going to take this shade here, and of course I'm going to go along the bottom lash line. I'm not going to smoke this one out as much, just because this isn't the shade for that. This is the Crease shade, which is adding depth and colour. So obviously this is literally just to add that bit more colour and a bit more depth to the bottom eyeshadow. So I'm actually just going to put some glitter across my crease. So I'm going to be using this shade here, which is the gold pressed glitter. I'm going to use a very small angled brush. This is actually an eyebrow brush. Now sometimes with these pressed glitters you need some glitter primer, but with these you don't. With these they just stick so well. It's almost like the glue's already in it. So I'm just going to put that across my crease. I just want to add a little bit of glitter. I want to show you guys also how nice these glitters are. As you can see, like, there's no fall down at all. Sometimes you will get that, but it really just, it sticks so well. Now I'm going to just apply some eyeliner and some lashes, and also do my lips, and then I'll be back. So I'm back, got my lashes and lips on. So here's the finished look, guys. What do you think? Obviously this look is quite, I would say it's more soft glam. Maybe for someone that doesn't wear makeup that much, it might be a bit more full glam, which is nice for a change, but for me this is quite soft and I really love it. It's really pretty, and this is probably the sort of thing I'd wear maybe to a meal or like a special occasion, like a wedding. But it's really soft and pretty, shimmery. I just really love it. So yeah, this palette, Gary Cockerill Wonderland palette, I 100% recommend. I really love this palette. I use it quite a lot. You can do many different colour stories with this. It's really beautiful and it's just such good quality. Like, it's really good. All of the shades are so pigmented and shimmery, and even the glitters are so good, you know, like they're really good. So yeah, 100% recommend this palette to anyone. And thank you guys for watching. If you would be so kind to like and subscribe, that would help me out a lot. And I hope to see you in my next video. Thank you.